What is up, everybody? So, today we're going to do a second closer look at my military gloves. Chico, get on the bed, please. Because yesterday I didn't have very good camera view because I was laying down and my phone was literally like almost dead. It was like on like 3%, so I had to do it really quickly. Anyways, what we're going to do a little bit differently is I'm going to take out some of my weapons, not all of them, and I'm going to test the protection on these gloves and see just how good they are. But first, I'm going to give you a close-up on them. They really do smell, though. Ugh. So, these are what the military combat gloves look like. So, as you can see, this section is what is considered the armor of the glove. And it's hard plastic. And, you also see here that it has a very long strap. And when you put the gloves on, the strap comes around like that. What's really cool about these gloves is the fact that the armor on the gloves protect the entire top of your hand, right here going down to the fingers. You can see that. And the fact that it also protects the front of your hand. So that's pretty cool. Like it's like a very leather. I don't think it's real leather, but this really does protect you. So on top of the glove is the only part that actually has the hard plastic armor on it. So the way you put these on is obviously you just put them on first. So you just slide your hand through it, like so, like that. And then you basically take the strap from here, because as you can see, the bristles, the sticky part is at the bottom of the strap. So you don't want to go like this because that is so not going to work. So what you want to do is you want to take this part, go around, and then to tighten it, all you have to do is just pull it. So I don't know if you can see that. So you see how it tightens it. So then what you do is, once you have it tight enough, you want to just put it on like so. And there you go. And now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start off with the big ones because I want to get those out of the way. This is one I recently did a review on. I'm giving a lot of force. So yeah, this protects you pretty good. This is pretty thick too. So yeah, that protects you pretty good. So does this. This is very, very thick. I know some of you guys are like cringing, like, oh my god, don't do that. But this actually is meant to protect you. This does not hurt me at all. Now, if I were to have gone like that hard on my flesh right now, I would have cut up my arm pretty bad. This is a pretty damn sharp knife. Not even kidding. This is copper steel. And copper steel, the difference between copper steel and stainless steel is that copper steel does not rust. And it has a much more sharper edge than stainless steel. And it's a bit more expensive. And the fact that it has a very, like, smoother texture to it than stainless steel does. And it has a sharper point to it, as you can see. You can see it at the bottom as well, and the fact that it has these on top. Well, some blades do, but this is pretty, this is a pretty painful knife because like I said before, I did end up having to go to urgent care because I did something really stupid where, you know, I have carpal tunnel in this hand, so sometimes, you know, I don't know if you can notice it, but I can't really turn my hand as much. Sometimes I can, but most of the times I can't. Excuse me. So, you know, because my carpal tunnel gave out, long story short, my hand gave out, and the knife, you know, my hand kind of turned and it kind of just sliced like that on my hand, and it was not fun. Blood everywhere. I had blood like on top of my hand, across my palm, on my thumb, everywhere, and it was not a very fun thing to deal with. It was extremely painful. Now, the only reason why I have one glove on is because I'm only testing this on one glove. I'm not going to test it on both gloves because, I mean, hello, they're the same glove with the same protection. So, and now we're going to go with the machete. Now, this is the machete. Same thing. It's not hurting me at all. So as you see, I'm doing pretty much everything I can. Now I can feel the blade's pressure when it's hitting the glove, but I don't feel any pain. I don't feel it, you know, cutting through the glove or cutting my skin at all. So this is not hurting at all, as you can see. It's not hurting. So this is a really good glove. Now, yes, I am really nervous when I'm doing this because this is actually the first time I'm actually testing out knives on the military glove. And now we're going to test out my combat gloves. So these are also made of copper steel. Yeah, that's not going to go through at all. As sharp as this is not going to go through the glove. So it's not doing anything. Now we're going to test out. Let me see if I can test the grip out on this. Oh, yeah. I'm glad I got these gloves because, as you can see here, it actually hurts when you grab it without gloves. So I'm going to show you the difference. This is me without the gloves, and it really hurts because, you know, this is a little sharp and this is metal, and it hurts to swing a lot. But when I do this with this glove, it doesn't bother me at all. Now, the other thing about this particular weapon is that the claws are, they build it where the claws are not so close to your fingers. So you can see how when I'm grabbing it, it's not close to the claws, so that when you're, you know, swiping, the claws will not go back and go and just, you know, cut your fingers. Because if the claws were this close to the fingers where the handle was and you're holding it, and these claws, and you're swinging, you see how it moves a little bit? So it does move. So you have to really have a tight grip on it. But now, as I was saying before, if these claws were this close and you were swinging, this would have, you know, you can see how it moves a little bit. And these claws would have gone back. Like if I would have done this right now and this was very close, I would have really done some damage to my fingers. And that would have been very, very painful. Because I was looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? Let's see. Now we have a stainless steel blade. This is the dark side blade that you guys seen in my videos that I use a lot when I'm unpackaging stuff. So this is a really sharp blade. This is really rough material. It doesn't hurt at all when I have these gloves on. Now the difference is I feel less of the blade when I'm hitting it on here, when I'm hitting it here, and I'm hitting it here, and when I'm going like this. But I notice the difference is when I'm touching this material, when I'm touching that right there, I can feel it. I can feel a little bit of the tip of the knife. So, not much, but this does give you a lot of protection, but probably not as much as protection as the top area and the bottom area of the glove, because this obviously you can tell this is not hard plastic. This is like a softer kind of material, and you can see that the blade does get a little, can get right under there still, so you can actually see that. But, you know, that doesn't really bother me because it does protect you pretty good still. So I would say 90% that this has some good protection, but 100% this really protects you from the knife. Oh, and so does it. This really has protection. This is like also 100%. This is great. After a while, though, your fingers can get a little, I wouldn't say itchy, but they get a little kind of like hot in here, because these are just so heavy duty, and the fact that this has hard plastic on top and hard plastic on the fingers, it does make your hand really hot. So you might sweat in this. I haven't sweat yet, but it does feel a little hot. Not necessarily on top of my hand. Like my hand, the top of my hand is warm, but you know, the fact that the hard plastic is on the fingers as well, it's more hot in that area, and it kind of tickles a bit sometimes. But other than that, this glove is pretty badass, if you ask me. And here we also have a stainless steel blade, which is the snake eye blade with the horns on, which is one of my favorite blades. So this doesn't seem to cut through the... All it does basically, it just leaves scratches on it. And then we got one that I'm very, very terrified of right now. I'm so scared of doing this. This is one of my sharpest knives yet. This is a military USA M-Tech Extreme, and it's a flip blade. This knife is very, very scary. This cuts very well through a lot of things. Wow, it's actually not cutting through this. Surprising. Even though this does protect you, I'm still very cautious, because you never know that there could be a little, you know, a little mistake. But As you can see, it doesn't cut through at all. It just slides, right off. So this does not harm me at all. So yeah, this does protect you really well. Where is that box? And then we have this blade, but I'm pretty sure this is not gonna. This is gonna be easy. Oh, okay. So this is a brass knuckle with a knife in it, so it's a 2-in-1 weapon. I'm gonna sneeze for a minute. Okay, it's not coming out. So yeah, this isn't doing anything. It's not doing anything either. I'm going really, really hard, and it's not hurting me. Now we're going to go to the swords. Now the sword, I'm only going to take out one of them. I'm going to take out one of each sword. So this one is a sword that I got off of Amazon with gift card. Yeah, that's not going to go through. Yeah. Oh, come on, get in the sheet. Oops. I'm gonna go with this one. Oh no. Hold on a second. Oh, thank God. Woo! Almost had a damn heart attack there. Oh, that terrified me. That scared the shit out of me. Excuse my language. That scared me so much. So both the gloves actually look like that. I got so scared because I thought that it actually ripped through that. Because you can see, where is it? Right here. But then I looked at the other glove, and it has the same thing. I got so scared. I was like, what the freak? Did I just rip that? Put this in. There we go. All right, now that we mostly use a lot of the knives, I wasn't going to use all. We're not going to use this one because this is not a weapon. I mean, well, technically it could be used as one, but this is not meant to really be sharp. This is just for display. It's not really real. So now we're going to use my claws, and we're going to see how good the grip is, especially when I'm swinging them. So we're going to get both of them out. All right. You know, Wolverine does this. He did that a lot. Now, if there's something I could. I'm gonna use this block since I don't really use it anymore to hold my weapons. So let me get in view. Alright, here we are. So as you can see, we got this box here. Therefore, we're going to go and test the claws out. And let me just get everything out of the way. Alright. Now we're going to take out one of my swords. And we're going to do this. Oh, shit. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay, now we're going to put this in the right way. Here's the only thing I don't like about this sword. It's because this handle looks like it's freaking tape. And this can easily come off. But anyways, we're going to test out the sharpness of this blade. So, sword, whatever. Oh dear. See, this is what I'm talking about. Wow, that made a big gap. Look at that shit. Oh my god. Wow. That's crazy, isn't it? Alright. Now we're going to take out the machete. Now, one of the main reasons I'm doing this is because, yes, I like to rip up boxes with swords and claws. But also, I do have to get rid of it because I'm not using it anymore. Now we're going to test out the machete. I'm going to do this on the ground so I don't end up. So we're going to cut this in half. I'm doing it on the floor because I don't want to, like, you know, accidentally cut myself. Like, even though I got gloves on, I might drop this on my foot, which won't be fun at all. But I guess we know that's sharp. Alright everyone, that's pretty much it for the video. But I'll show you two more things that I have. They're not weapons, these are masks, so this is for airsoft. You feeling lucky? So that's one of my favorites. This one I'm not too fond of because it's a little big. I tried to see if I could adjust it, but I cannot. So, yeah. But, hope you guys enjoyed that long video. I honestly wasn't expecting that I'd change my mind and use all my knives to cut stuff up. We're gonna check out. You're stepping over the claws. Go over there. Go over there. Take these out so I can make room. You know what's funny about this sheath is the fact that it looks like a damn shoe. It looks like a freaking shoe. Seriously, it's funny. Where's the top? I almost forgot. I lied. There is another thing I have to show you. Well, actually, I'll probably do any other video because it's going to be kind of hard to see it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that video. Bye.